then there's that case in England, is it?
Mm.
The taxi driver?
Oh, the rape charge.
Yeah. How would he have to view life right now? Because he faced a lot of
Now he's got to feel much better.
hopefully a whole lot better.
lot better.
Yeah, what is this taxi thing?
No, because it's like one night this drunken girl got into his car, into
Yeah.
his cab.
In London, right? Is
Yeah,
it?
she was pissed drunk. London, was it?
I think
Pissed
so.
drunk, and she proceeded to try to pay him with
Like
she
a
probably
oil-
just walking around. She ate like kebabs, her hand was like filthy, and so she paid, or either she paid
She paid. She
or
tried
she
paying.
received
Right.
change, and the money was like filthy, and then
Right.
she tried to pay the cab driver with this money, and
Right.
the cab driver said, "No, I can't accept it. Like, do you have anything else?" And then she got angry.
Yeah.
She started being abusive, and then later on she accused him of rape
Mm.
or
Oh, that's nuts.
molestation or something.
Rape.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can really tell how drunk she is when she didn't clean her hands after eating kebab.
Yeah.
Wipe it on the cash and then gave to the driver. Like,
Yeah,
wow,
it was
this
false.
girl-
False accusation. He put him through a
So they
shitload
brought
of
him
hell.
in. The cops brought him in, questioned him,
Yeah.
and then eventually they released him, and they were going further into the investigation. And his community, right, his neighbors,
Yeah.
and people that knew, family, friends, and all, they were like, let's not, let's not
Yeah,
even.
they
like,
shunned him.
Even
have
even
anything-
before like he was convicted of
Yeah.
anything.
No, but you see that's a very big problem in Western countries.
Yep.
If you get accused of rape, immediately you get charged in the court of public opinion.
True.
Yeah,
Right.
Social barrier.
Yeah.
One moment, just like suddenly,
Just like that.
Yeah.
they look at you like you're less than.
Immediately. The same thing happened to this footballer called Chad Evans. Have you heard of his story?
No.
So he used
Not-
to be part of Man City, right?
Mhm.
And then he went to Sheffield United or Sheffield Wednesday. I forgot, one of the Sheffield clubs, right? So he went out, night of drinking with two other footballers, right? And then they had a room in one of like some travel lodge or some travel inn or don't know what shit place. So they went out, they picked up this white girl,
Uh-huh.
and they actually had sex with her. Eventually, in the
Three of
room.
them or just him?
I think two of them, 2 out of 3 had sex with the
Mhm.
girl,
Right.
right? Then the next morning, she said that she went to lodge a police complaint, saying that she was raped by
By these two guys.
another like Chad Evans, and
Right.
she actually consented to have sex with the other footballer,
Right.
right? And she said that she was really really drunk, and he must have taken advantage of her.
Mhm.
So and this guy was like, no, that did not happen. I had sex with her with her consent, and I don't know why is she like spinning the story. So everyone who was involved in the case, they were like, all the clubs, they were like, okay, let's take him off the club payroll and everything.
Yeah.
Let him face his
Because they don't want him. They don't want to be associated with him.
Yeah,
Just
right.
immediately. Then just want
so this guy was like saying that I'm innocent.
Mm.
So the only person who stood by him must have been his family and his fiance at the time, or his wife.
Wow.
She stood by him
yeah.
because he accepted that, okay, he fucked up, he cheated on her, but he did not rape the girl. And she believed him, and she was like, okay, I'll stand by you.
Right.
And he got charged
For rape.
for rape, right?
Wow.
He got charged for rape. And then I think they released footage of from the hotel, showing the girl alighting from a cab with the other footballer, buying pizza and walking in, and then she forgot the pizza. She left it on the floor on the roadside.
Yeah.
And then she came back, squatted down, took the pizza, and went back into the hotel.
So there's footage evidence of she entering the hotel with two of them.
One guy, the black guy,
Right.
right? Another footballer. The other two fellas were in the room already.
Okay.
So they went back to the room. I think they drank more there. They ate, and then eventually they fucked lah.
Right.
But so the stories were like, hey, you said that you were drunk when you met them.
Yeah.
Then how were you sober enough to be
Go out.
holding food?
Do you remember your pizza that you left? outside?
Remember the pizza that you left? Go outside, take it normally, like any normal person would do.
Yeah.
Squat down very nicely, take, and then go back in.
Yeah.
So everyone like started to like question like what the hell is going on, and then they investigated and found out that there was like text messages between her and her friend
Right.
saying that hey, I got something out of this.
Right.
because people started to like want to buy her story and shit like that, because you know UK tabloids and all,
The Sun and
The Sun,
Mirror. And
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
they wanted to like get the story, get the scoop on this guy, you know,
Yeah.
footballer, you know, they're being paid too much, you know, ridiculous lifestyles and all.
Yeah.
And then they found out that she actually spin the thing, made it something that it's
Exaggerated the
not,
story.
exaggerated the story and
Wow.
everything. And on appeal, he got released.
Hmm.
Did-
But then his life is
So
like
he actually went through the entire sentence and he got released.
Right.
Or he got released early because of good conduct and stuff like that. And then he appealed the case, the initial case.
Yeah. Because by right, he still charged. That means he's.
a rapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then now
But-
it has.
I mean, been struck off,
it
but
been
it
struck
will
off.
stick with him.
but it will stick
Yeah.
with him. And when he was released, there was a big hoo-ha saying that he can't go back to the club.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're going to be role model. You're going to be a role
You
model
were
to
supposed
kids
to
and
be
everything.
one,
Yeah. They
But
were,
then-
oh, you can't go back to the club. He can't play football. Dude, they were discussing this on Question Time. On
Wait,
BBC.
how long ago was this? Is it quite recent or a couple of years ago?
It's like the initial case was a couple of years ago,
Right.
and he was released like I think last year, or his name got cleared. I think
But
like last
nothing
year.
happened to that lady, right?
No charge.
Charged her. Because the same thing happened to this girl.
Mm.
Once everything was, once they pushed her,
Right.
and then she revealed,
Yeah.
actually,
No,
He
the
didn't do
GPS
anything.
footage from the cab.
yeah, and no, they called her
Yeah,
out
the
because
GPS,
she described her the way the
Where-
route she
where they
took,
went, yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the GPS said otherwise. I mean,
I really hope they charge her like a
they
heavy
did
penalty.
16
man.
months or something, right?
You can't.
Yeah.
In jail.
Yeah.
No, because it can't
And
be taken lightly.
She
It-
wanted to become a cop.
Yeah.
Tell
and
her
it's-
to
it's-
fuck off.
Yeah.
It's a moment. It was.
You can't.
I can't really blame it. She was drunk.
No,
And
but, okay,
in a
you-
moment of brashness or rashness, she just accused him of something she thought. I think maybe that's the main point. They don't see the full impact of accusing someone of such a thing.
No, but you see,
They fall back
there's a
on it.
reason why there are people out there who would actually use this as an option,
Mm.
right? There's a reason why. It's because that if you scream rape, most likely
They'll be-
80% of people will actually believe you.
Yeah.
And then there'll be another 20% who will say that 10% out of the others where they will say that, okay, let's get this investigated,
Yeah.
right? And then another 10% might be skeptical.
Mm.
But if that 10%, that 20% who are not sure yet or who are willing to wait for an investigation, what will happen is that the 80% will say that stop blaming the victim.
Yeah.
Like all this kind of shit will
No,
come up.
but-
yeah.
You know, it's a crime. If it's a crime, let there be an investigation and let evidence of the crime come out.
Yeah.
to light.
True.
And then, you know, you can
But there's something
label
about
the person as a
but there's
rapist or
something
whatever.
about rape. It's inherently hard to prove.
Mm.
I mean, there are examinations and everything, but the victim is traumatized.
Yeah.
In actual rape cases, the
Mm.
victim is very traumatized. Depending on who it is, how it happened, it's very hard place to be, and that's why it's such a controversial thing.
Mm.
Because there's no way we're saying that never believe rape case. Because
Mm.
rape cases, when it's said out, it's hard to prove. It's something that the victim will come in this evil and everything else.
Yeah.
You have to take that person at his word because it's a crime that's very hard. It's not like murder. It's not like robbery. There's hard evidence.
It's your account against this person's
Yes.
account.
Yeah.
So
This person's account,
usually
yeah.
the right place to go is where everybody wants. When the victim says she was raped, you take it seriously.
Then
You
invest-
treat
yeah.
it like she was raped. You
Mm.
go in with that mindset, and that's why it's so difficult for the innocent person, to be so easily thrown into the fire.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's where we have that problem where guys who are just trying to make a living, like this. He has 3 daughters,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he has 3 kids, and the girl was of age with one of his daughters. So how
Right.
hard was it for him? It's guys like that we have to worry about for the wrong accusations. But then girls like this,
We should
who-
definitely punish.
I mean, it has to
Yeah.
be harsh. We
It has
have
to be harsh.
the there has to be a I don't know how to say it, and it has to be made in such a way where this kind of accusations
Mm.
have to be taken with such seriousness, where false accusations shouldn't even come to your mind. Like
Yeah.
if you want to accuse someone of rape, you better make sure it is.
But dude,
Because she's making it so hard for girls who actually have been raped
exactly.
to come out. It's not the fact that she lied or we want to go easy on. No, you have to go hard on rapists, but you have to make sure that you can't have false. You're making it so hard for people who actually have gone through that kind of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
No,
yes,
but the thing is that it's very lopsided.
Mm.
The amount of people who get accused of rape, most of the time you get indicted immediately. Like everyone thinks that you must have raped. So there's like no due process. If you get accused of murder, there's like an investigation, evidence and everything.
Yeah.
The same thing, you should wait it out and wait for evidence to come out, wait for a full investigation. Let the case be heard in a court, and then eventually let's see what happens. Like you see in this Chad Evans case, he was charged, he was convicted, and then after two appeals later, then it comes out that he did not do anything wrong.
You see, it's after 2 appeals, and he served how many years?
I think 2 years or something.
It's not going to cut it.
He's not going to get it back.
The guy is innocent, and he's basically been falsely accused.
Dude, look at Mike Tyson. What happened to Mike Tyson? He went to judge Miss Black America beauty contest thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
He met this girl, Desiree Washington, right? And he invited her over to his hotel room. She came. According to his story, they had consensual sex, and then she flipped the story after that, saying that he forced himself on her and everything. And people were like, "Oh, Mike Tyson's an animal,"
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, this fella is definitely in him to do all this kind of shit." And he was charged. He was convicted. He spent time in prison for it.
Yeah.
And then when people investigated this after this entire incident, they found out that this lady has done it before to other people.
Wow.
She accused her ex-boyfriend of raping her.
Right.
But then she had to withdraw the case.
Because there's
There was no evidence. And
Right.
that guy was like, I can fight it in a court of law. And then she withdrew the case.
Yeah, it's something special when women can do this kind of shit, Like I mean, rape is it's such a hideous crime, right? Against a human being.
Because it's
And then you just throw it like trivially, and then just to get out of not paying a cab, for example. It's just
exactly
something that baffles your mind.
Or regretting your decision.
Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe you had sex while you were drunk.
Yeah.
Or you were under the influence, or, at the spur of the moment, you were like, okay, I want this. And then after that, whatever, you feel dirty inside, or
you realize that he's not a nice guy.
It's not a nice guy.
He didn't buy me dinner, that kind of thing.
Or whatever, for whatever reason. But then, that's your decision. You have to live with that. Your choice. But you can't just spin it around and say that the person raped you.
I mean, something like what Sean said is very hard. It's not like a murder when you have like hard evidence, like blood, body, murder weapon, or robbery when you can. Rape is something like that happens in the intimacy of like a room between two people, and it's like
unless the guy beats you, or there's like physical, or there's a camera, or something that shows that you were taken against your will.
Yeah,
those kind of hard things. It's really hard to. It's almost always down to the victim's word against the perpetrator, and if he has anything against him, if the situation seems to be leaning towards that, this guy took advantage of the situation. She was drunk, and he was in like some state of mind. It goes against the guy or the girl.
It's quite a touchy thing, because if both of them were drinking, and if both of them were drunk,
like in
then who is
the
raping
swimmer.
who?
Yeah, exactly.
The swimmer case, the guy who's swimming.
No, but that one was clear.
Yeah, that one was
It was
clear.
behind a
Because he
dumpster.
targeted
but
someone
both
who
of them,
was.
You're talking about the Brock guy, right?
Yeah. That one, you see, in that case, that case is for the case of the victims, because then it's very hard to prove against the guy. And not say hard, but it's the guy's. What the guy has like.
Well, the guy it's almost impossible to prove his innocence.
Yeah, but he got away with it anyway.
Yeah,
because of the guy.
The
So that
corruption.
one goes against there, and then we have this taxi driver case, which is thankfully it got proved. Like he didn't have to suffer too much for it. Although his friends have a lot to answer for.
True.
That's like a no go, man.
Yeah.
the first sign of trouble, and you didn't even bother to like.
I mean, if you know someone well enough, you would
Yeah.
you would know
I
whether
was like,
like
that
the
means
person is.
they can't call themselves true friends. I mean, I don't know how. I think he right now it's his turn to like
That's because there are too many snowflakes out there.
like, but it's his turn to say like, yeah,
Because
some
they get
friends you
influenced,
guys
like,
are.
Yeah.
You don't
they're
even
like,
have.
oh.
They didn't even vouch for his character. They just immediately like,
Dude,
I
because there are
don't
so
know you."
many people out there that, like, they just listen, or they, some news comes out, they do not read read into it, read about it or anything. They just accept that as like
Truth.
fact, like truth, and that's what happens here.
Yeah, exactly. Like especially what's happening in Canada as well, and like in New York.
Canada, the States,
Yeah.
it's extremely bad. And
Yeah.
the exact opposite is happening in Australia.
Mm.
Australia has now they're trying to vote to pass same-sex marriages in
Wait,
Australia.
have they voted already, or are they in the process of voting?
I think the deadline has passed, so it's a postal vote.
Right.
Postal vote.
Yeah,
I think the yes vote went through, right? That came out
I've not kept up with it, but it became very, very
controversial.
not say controversial, very disgusting.
Hmm?
Like
Right.
how the no side were trying to like spin off loads of shit.
Right.
They were trying to lobby in different ways.
The religious
Yeah.
sector lah,
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
The right, the Liberal Party, the Australian Liberal Party, which is like the Republican Party.
The Liberal Party is like the Republican
Yeah,
Party.
the Labour Party is the Democrat.
Oh
yeah.
wow, okay.
Yeah.
So they're not really liberal then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different lah. Like it's like the Labour. It's like Labour and the Tories.
Yeah.
But at least the Tories, they are called the Conservative Party.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but here it's called the Liberal Party.
Yeah.
But it's
To mask their true intentions.
yeah
So wait, what
I-
they were trying to pass same-sex marriages?
in Australia.
Has it been passed? You were saying. right?
They've got to calculate all the votes.
They're still.
It's postal vote, right?
No, so they're still calculating it now.
I think the deadline is just passed.
Yeah.
So they will calculate all the postal votes, and then eventually they will be like, oh.
I've got a friend who have posted a couple of shit on Facebook. She's on the no side lah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen couple of
I'm still questioning whether is she still worth being my friend on Facebook.
unfriend. No, there's someone who posted this video
Mm.
saying that 10 reasons why you should vote no.
Right.
And I was like, what is this? How can there be 10 reasons to vote no?
Yeah.
With same-sex
And then the
marriages,
comments on that post were like, wow, this is actually damn smart.
Right.
I was not expecting this, but I support this and stuff like that.
Right.
And I was like, okay, let me just watch this. So I clicked it, and the website just said, still finding. Still finding. So it's like a loading thing, and it's like, still finding.
It's a troll. It's a
Yeah,
troll
it's a
thing.
troll page.
That's why you say it's
Yeah.
damn
It's
like,
smart.
oh,
It's damn
yeah.
smart, yeah. So it's like, try and find some reasons to vote no. Still
Yeah.
finding. Still finding.